Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Minecraft. It is episode 95. Man, 95 parts. It really is, just getting so damn close, man. So freaking close to 100, so close to a goal that I did not think would be a goal when I first started this. Yeah. And yeah, once again, I am on the Xbox 360 version of this. I don't know if this is going to continue. I think I might just like switch in between. As long as I'm on a console version of the game, it could be like freaking like Wii U for all I care. I don't know. It's just that like, I don't know. Just the PC version is just too not complicated. You know, I played it at first, but I'd have to get a new Minecraft account. I think I'd have to buy the game again. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, why am I talking about that? I'm talking about the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft, and I want to say something related to that, okay? So, I remember talking about this YouTuber called Stampy, right? The Stampy Longnose, if you've ever heard of him. If you haven't heard of him, you're probably too young or too old to be watching this. So, yeah, anyways. But, you know, he did end his legendary Minecraft series where, you know, he was playing on 360 at least for the start of it. At least for, like, the first, like, 500 parts of it. And I don't know, it just got me thinking like after that, right? Because the main people who were playing Minecraft on the 360 on YouTube back in the day, like early 2010s, let's say, when it started, were like him, like Ballistic Squid, like the Achievement Hunter, people, right? Jeff, Jack, Ray, Narvaez. I mean, like, yeah, those people, the Let's Play crew, and like, not really much else. Yeah, not much else freaking people. So, I don't know. I just thought, like, who is going to be the next freaking person to primarily play Minecraft on the 360 and be known for it, you know? There were a bunch of candidates, you know? I thought of myself as a candidate in the race, in the running for it, you know? And I'm like, I believe I can win. I believe I can win out. I believe I can win and be the freaking candidate, man. Like, I might, look, last episode, I talked about being too old, you know? I am 23, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that should factor in or not, but I don't know. I've heard like there were other candidates in the race on the other side of it that got injured recently. It might have been an intentional attempt to injure them, but it's like, look, I wanted to stay in the race, okay? I wanted to stay in. I really wanted to stay in the race. But, like, I guess, like, I don't know, like some voice inside my head, some freaking higher power just called to me, and they were probably just like, recently they were like, look, you can't stay in this, man. You have to step aside. You have to freaking let a new generation of people who play Minecraft take over, okay? You have to freaking step aside for the good of the country, for the good of YouTube, for the good of just in general, the internet, right? And I'm like, okay, I don't want to do that. And then they showed me, freaking data where it's like, your numbers suck. And then they're like, you know, you're obviously going to lose this race. And then, I don't know. It just took a lot of convincing. And in the recent days, I've come to the sad conclusion that, yes, I am dropping out. I'm dropping out of the race to become the next premier Minecraft Xbox 360 / Xbox One / just console in general Minecraft YouTuber. So, yeah, I'm ending my race. I'm dropping out. And I am endorsing someone who hopefully is similar to me. I don't know. I don't want to endorse really anyone, but I don't know. That's where these paths converge if you're getting the intro, but I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah, anyways. Oh, man. I really do just wing these. I don't know. It's weird because it's like, I think in my head, like, when a thing happens, I'm like, okay, that's gonna be the intro for the episode. But then, like, it's just like before, like, days before, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say exactly this. But then I'm like, I forget what I want to say. I don't know. That was the general gist of things, man. I don't know. Look, man, I don't know. Dropping out. Something I am familiar with. Not in terms of, like, you know, big stakes things, not in terms of like high stakes things, but you know, I did talk about like dropping out of a class before. I've dropped out of a few classes in my time in university, so I guess that's the relatable experience I've had to recent events, you know. I don't know. I've never really been in races. I've never been in races before other than, you know, the Minecraft YouTuber thing. So, I don't have much experience on that, but, you know, hopefully things work out. It really is a thing that, like, like, if you really want to go back, if someone is starting on episode 95, good choice, not starting at episode 1. But if someone wants to start at episode, like, 1 and, like, go back to the beginning, first of all, don't do that. But like in like the 4th episode, was it? The 4th episode was like, yeah, an episode where I talked about politics, but I don't know. Do I want to bring that back, man? It's been like 4 years. Do I want to bring it back? Well, I could talk about politics because like, why was Jaylen Brown left off the freaking US Olympic team? Why was he left off? Look, man, I don't know, man. Nike, some conspiracy here. I don't know. Grant Hill, maybe like didn't freaking like him. I don't know. They chose Derek White instead. Oh man, but I don't know. Oh god. Anyways, what else is going on in the world? There's been, I mean, look, man, there's been a lot, but it's also like, oh man, my Twitter feed recently has just been rough, man. It's been rough, you know. I know I really should just freaking block all of the stuff that I just don't freaking want to see, you know, in terms of like just like politics wise. It's just like, it's just too much talking about this election, right, in this race. I mean, look, man, it's great. If I want to be really direct about things, I would support Kamala Harris. I'm all for it. I feel like she's an absolute great freaking candidate in comparison to the other one, but like, I don't know, it's just that, like, you know, it gets to be a bit too much sometimes, man. But I don't know why I'm even speaking this into existence. I don't know. I also just don't want to be the person to be like too coy and be like, oh, so you're not willing to talk about an important thing if it comes up, you know? I don't know. But yeah, it's also, on the other hand, it's also like, you know, I know my main things I want to talk about, but you know, I also don't want to limit myself, right? Like my main things, you know, bread and butter, just book drama. When it comes up, not so much recently. Book drama when it comes up, the NBA, basketball, music I've been listening to, books I've been reading, you know, I don't know. And then like other things if they come up, but yeah, I don't know. There was a time where I did talk about more freaking worldly, more serious types of issues, but like, I don't know. I don't think did I like comment on the insurrection, for instance? It's like, I think I was just saying like, that's bad, don't do that. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Look, man, if worst comes to worst, I thought about this is a really, like, I don't know, like, it's a somewhat funny thing, but not so funny, I don't know. But like, if worst comes to worst, right? This Project 2025 thing is obviously like sinister, but like, is there like a secret like page in there? Are there like paragraphs in there where it's like, look, we gotta find the shaman and we gotta freaking implant him into the administration. like, would the shaman be offered a job in the new administration? Would he be offered a job? I just want to know. Like, what? Like, can he please wear that exact same outfit and have a role in the new administration? Can he please? That would be the one freaking redeeming thing about it. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, obviously, I'm on the freaking Kamala's brat, okay? You don't need to freaking guess, like, oh, where does he stand on this thing? And also, since the Olympics is going on, like, I really am not freaking into the whole, like, they were mocking Christianity thing just because they were doing drag. Like, just because a bunch of people in drag decided to pose and recreate the Last Supper image. It's like, okay, all right. Like, I'm just not getting with that. I don't know. Oh man, at least you know where I stand on other things. You know, also want to know where I stand? Joel Embiid should not be playing on the damn USA Olympic team. Not because of a nationality thing, just because of a roster fit thing. People got their jokes off today. as I'm recording it about freaking Jason Tatum not playing and Halliburton not playing also, but like I'm here in it for one thing and one thing only: Joel Embiid not being good. That's it. Like I do not want Joel Embiid to freaking be the savior for the US team. I do not. And I really enjoyed the fact that when they played Serbia today, as I'm recording this, freaking Jokic freaking had some really good highlights against him. If it can't happen in Denver, I guess Paris is the freaking best second option. So yeah, that's where I stand on freaking Joel Embiid. It is funny that there were videos basically being like, hey, there were French people freaking yelling at him, being like, bring your passport back. Hey, you ain't French or something like that. Oh man, I don't know, man. He just takes it in stride. He's said, like, yeah, Joel Embiid in particular has just said a bunch of freaking comments. Like, if I wasn't getting double teamed, I would average 50. Jason Tatum as a super team. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, I don't know. Like, look, man, I'm again, I've only started watching basketball since freaking, well, watching the NBA, following it since 2020. But it's like, dude, in the 2019 season, the 2018 to 19 season, the one where frickin' Kawhi had the frickin' buzzer beater, like the Sixers had frickin' Jimmy Butler, JJ Redick, and good Tobias Harris. It's like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you frickin' talking about? Like, if I go 5 for 20, we get blown out. It's like, okay, man, all right. okay. Like, if you go 5 for 20, freaking Tyrese Maxey has to freaking save the damn team. That's what's gonna happen. And, like, there's gonna be freaking games where freaking Tyrese Maxey or Paul George are gonna have to freaking save him, man. It's like, okay, I know what's gonna happen, man. The Sixers are gonna win a bunch of games if they're all healthy, and it's gonna annoy me. But, you know, the end goal is them not freaking advancing in the playoffs. The end goal is them not freaking winning a championship and getting to the conference finals. That's a victory for me in my fandom, okay? Oh man, anyways. I mean, so is Kamala Brat? I mean, yeah, Kamala. Is Kamala Brat? It's like, oh man, I haven't listened to that album. Today I was listening back to Sucker again, yeah. I listen to Sucker from time to time. Like, it's the only Charlie XCX album I listen to. Yeah, because I don't know. Like, I guess I didn't get into Pop 2 or freaking How I'm Feeling Now or freaking, I don't know, the Vroom Vroom mixtape, whatever that is, or Crash or freaking, yeah, but I don't know. I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I mentioned it at the very end when I was like struggling to find things to talk about. I was like, so Chapel Roan? She really should, it really should be Chappelle. I'm sorry, I don't know. I guess it's my preference, but I don't know. Like, to the, you know, I mean, I guess it's fine that it's Chapel. I guess it makes more sense, but I don't know. Oh man, there's just so much in pop culture that like, am I into it or am I not? I don't know. I should be mining, but like, yeah. I found Diamond. I actually have been playing in this world, yeah, since freaking last episode, but it's just like, yeah, I found diamond once, but I found like it's just a lot of freaking coal and iron, man. I don't know. I guess I'll be mining that, but yeah. Anything else as I fill this recording out? Oh man, things that I wanted to talk about. There's been a little bit, I don't know. You know, oh man, yeah. Anything else to mention about the Olympics? LeBron saving the freaking day again. Oh yeah, oh man. Dude, freaking Gilbert Arenas being extremely freaking stupid and offensive. It's like, yeah, I mean, that just happens sometimes. Well, yeah, basically, you know, South Sudan freaking had a very close game against the U.S. in the exhibition game, right? They played, like, a few days ago to a week ago, and then freaking Gilbert Arenas, like, just missed, freaking, like, he made comments trying to make a joke, and obviously it was in jest. It, like, he wasn't, I guess, but it also was kind of, like, mean and malicious, you know. It wasn't intentionally malicious, but it was also just mean for no reason. It was also just like disparaging for basically no reason, you know. It's just, he just said like they don't have shoes, man, or something. He just said that, and like, yeah, and then he compared the team to Cool Runnings, which is like, it's literally Jamaica, like not even Africa, just like absolutely just missing just like the country by 5,000 miles or more. It's like, come on, man. Oh god. Like, he said they were denied, like he lost to some tribe. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know, man. But it also kind of, like, the larger point is that, like, Gilbert Arenas is kind of just, like, intensely xenophobic. He kind of is just like, it's just like, whenever the topic on Gil's Arena is brought up of, like, oh, these European players are catching up to American players, you know, like, he just goes full freaking xenophobe. He's just like, no, what are you talking about? What are you freaking like there's a video, like a podcast highlight clip of just like, what if there was a USA versus the World All-Star game? And then like other people, yeah, like Brandon Jennings and Rashad McCants, two other people on that cast, are like, yeah, no, the world can compete. Yeah, the international, if there was a team of just international players playing against USA players, they can compete. I'd take them to win over USA players. Then he's like, and then he just keeps on being like, but where is the shooting guard, man? Where's your freaking shooting guard? It's like, what the, like, come on, man. It's like, yeah, yeah, dude, a team of Jokic, Giannis. Are we counting Embiid? I don't know. Oh, God. Does the international players still get Embiid? I don't know. Nah, it's weird now with the freaking thing, but I don't know. Jokic, Giannis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because he's Canadian, Jamal Murray, Dennis Schroeder, you know, Sabonis, freaking Porzingis. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you can field a pretty damn good freaking team that would compete with the U.S. If not, freaking just beat them. Just because you're gonna have Luka, Jokic, and Giannis on a team. It's like, come on. Like, Luka, Jokic, and Giannis on a team? I mean, like, come on, man. And then if you want to count Embiid and freaking Giannis are the defenders, and then you have Wemby also there. It's like, come on, man. I don't know. Oh, man, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it's like, I don't know, I guess. Hope, I don't know what it'll take for Gilbert to be, like, less freaking just generally just, like, anti-European, anti-freaking, I don't know. It was funny when, like, the episode, there was a show of Gil's Arena after freaking the Celtics won the championship, and then, like, Nick Young, another person who sometimes appears, yeah, his nickname is Swaggy P. He has some history with D'Angelo Russell on the Lakers. Yeah, him and D'Lo were on the Lakers at the same time. Back when, yeah, it was like Kobe's last year, and those were two players on the team. So like, he was like jokingly after the Celtics won the championship, he was like, he did it for America, man, America. It's like, oh man, dude, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how just like there's how like being anti-European, you know, yeah, like being anti-Euro can just like, you know, bleed into being just pretty like plainly xenophobic, right? Like, I don't know. It's just bad, you know. It's the whole, you know. Oh man, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's, you know, just, you know, this is just how it is, I guess. Oh man, anything else Olympic-wise? You know, anything else that I should discuss? Yeah, like, yeah, I still am on the train that I want the U.S. to lose at least one game. Maybe not, maybe just exactly one game. I want the U.S. to lose a game so freaking I can go on the Reddit and be like, oh my god, they lost to this team? And then it just sparks a whole discussion of just like, are we not the best anymore? Oh man, and then we just go ahead and win the gold medal, right? It's like, yeah. Also, the other major storyline from the game is just LeBron at friggin' 39 years old, just like continuing to be the best player on the team, which is crazy, you know? But like, I don't know, man. A lot of people, there's people, yeah, it's the whole thing. People are just being like, okay, he's the greatest now, but I don't know. I mean, it is an amazingly impressive thing. Like, I don't, that like, it's him who's the freaking super clutch one, you know, at this age. He's still freaking, like, arguably the best, like, not arguably, like, in the exhibition games, he was the freaking objective best player on the team. And it's like, damn, dude, like, what, like, can another person just show up, please, you know? Anthony Edwards with his freaking aura, man. It's like, look, Look, man, I'm getting a little tired of this, man. I'm getting a little tired of Anthony Edwards, you know, getting freaking straight A's on freaking being highly rated in the NBA. Like, that's like 80% due to his personality, right? Like, can he have the freaking stat lines to back it up? He obviously backed it up, you know, somewhat in like, I mean, he didn't have like a dominant freaking series versus the Nuggets, but like, I don't know. It's the thing that I somewhat think about recently, you know, because of like Jason Tatum is getting shit on because I don't know, during the finals run, like got a bunch of freaking flack for freaking not having, you know, a great shooting series, you know, like his field goal percentage is too low. He can't be a superstar because his field goal percentage is too low. Of all things, man. It's like, I don't know, it's weird when it's like, I don't know, it's like, are people bringing up Anthony Edwards stats, man? No, people are just being like, he has the personality, he has aura. It's like, okay, all right, I don't know. It's like, look, man, I don't know. It's just weird how it's like, how there's some people who think it's freaking ridiculous to rank freaking Jason Tatum as a top 5 player, but I don't know. Oh, man, just too much, man. I ride for the freaking, I ride for the Celtics and Jason Tatum too much, I guess. Over the Sixers, yeah. Anyways. Over just like most teams, I don't know. I wanted to see the Celtics versus the Nuggets, but I don't know. I think the Celtics would have beaten this year's version of the Nuggets. Anyway, so, yeah. Oh, yeah, also Russell Westbrook is officially a Denver Nugget. Good for him. Hopefully it's gonna be good. Hopefully it'll work out. He's replacing Reggie Jackson, basically. So they traded away Reggie Jackson to Charlotte for basically, yeah, just like second-round picks, basically. And then Reggie Jackson went ahead and signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. So, you know, okay, good for him. All right. Oh, man. It kind of sucks, but, you know, it's just that's what happens, man, when you have to make these moves. I think, yeah, and also I think the Nuggets still have Zeke Naji on their roster. And, like, Zeke Naji just does not have... I don't think, like, yeah, like, they're clearly not going to play him, right? Yeah, clearly, like, yeah, the guy they drafted was a Deron Holmes. Like, he's going to be the backup, like, 4 for the Nuggets going forward. I don't know. I think he might still be on the roster, yeah. And, like, that's also a thing that kind of, like, handicapped the Nuggets in their finances, is that, like, they gave Zeke Naji like a whole like extension and then proceeded to just not play him, like like they're proceeded to, yeah, like he's just not in the rotation, hasn't been in the rotation for the Nuggets whatsoever. So man, anything else from the Olympics? Just basketball in general, things that happened. The Suns signed Tyus Jones, so they finally have a point guard. They finally do. Oh man, I don't know. Is it too little, too late though? I mean, I don't know. There have been people who have been saying like bring Bradley Beal off the bench. I would very much agree with that, but I don't know. I don't know if the Suns are willing to actually do that. Oh man, Lakers haven't signed anyone since. I don't know. It's been pretty freaking, yeah, dry mostly. There's been, oh yeah, what was the, yeah, there's just been a few Sixers signings that have been annoying to see. Oh man, yeah. They talk about, yeah, he talked about Mikal Bridges getting traded to the Knicks, right? And then, oh yeah, Jalen Brunson having a freaking extension and then freaking taking a massive freaking pay cut, yeah, to help the team out. Yeah, there probably is some like underhanded freaking wink freaking deal going on there, but you know, it's fine. He is sacrificing for the team, you know, you gotta respect that. Anyways, am I done with basketball talk? What else can I freaking talk about, man? Oh man, what else can I freaking talk about? Yeah, I've been reading a book recently, but yeah, like yeah, in the beginning to like mid-July, I took a break from reading novels, and then I just read a bunch of short stories for like a couple weeks. So like, yeah, I could talk about some of those I read. I don't know. I read, yeah, I don't know. a thing with me recently. I've always been buying a bunch of books, but yeah, recently, like, I've been trying to look for more, like, short story collections, you know? I like the idea that I have so many freaking short story collections. I've been building them up, you know? Like every time I go out shopping for books, you know? So, yeah, like either on thrift books or freaking at a bookstore or freaking, yeah, I don't know. I'm just always into them, man. Especially, I feel like there should be more on the YA and middle grade side. I found, in Barnes & Noble, I found, like, a middle grade short story collection by a bunch of authors, so that's cool. I read a couple stories from, I read a story from Jason Reynolds, who's always freaking really great of a writer. I've praised him before when talking about Ghost and Look Both Ways, which is also the name of the book I'm reading, by the way. Yeah, I might talk about that, yeah, a little bit later. Yeah, so anyways. Yeah, like I read a short story by him called The Ingredients. It appeared in the book I got, well, like a few years ago at this point. Yeah, Black Enough, which is a collection of short stories, YA short stories about you know, what it's like to be young and black in the modern day, right? It was really good. It was just basically about a bunch of kids who are hanging out by a pool, and then they walk home, and then they freaking talk about what their perfect sandwich would be. And they're all like freaking, and they all like list like, oh, this sandwich would be great. Like, you put like freaking this sauce on it, you put this meat on it, you put this cheese on it, right? Like a bunch of kids in New York talking about freaking what their perfect sandwich would be, right? And, like, the fun thing about, yeah, like, I guess I'm spoiling it, but I don't know. I guess it's just so good. I mean, you can just read it, I guess, if you can find that book, Black Enough, but I don't know. The really fun thing about it is that, like, at the end of the story, like, they go home, and then it says that, like, they just, like, eat a bowl of cereal instead. Like, they're just dreaming about freaking the best sandwich they would eat. But it's, like, it is kind of, like, it's a kind of, like, you know, somber kind of thing, you know, where it's like, oh, they actually, you know, you probably wouldn't really have the money or like means to freaking afford all of the ingredients necessary to freaking make the sandwich on their own, you know. I don't know, I liked it. There was a good short story from there called Gravity, right? Where it was about, yeah, like a recent immigrant to the U.S. from Trinidad and Tobago, like dancing at a club, right? And then like she gets, you know, groped by a freaking stranger, and then it's all in second person, right? And it just describes like in like the very like this every split second, like the thinking behind that from the girl's perspective. It's really cool. I read short stories from a collection called Growing Up Filipino. I wonder if I talked about that before. Yeah, there's two in my freaking community college library back when I was there. There were these like two short story collections called Growing Up Filipino. I remember first like seeing them in 2018. Yeah. I don't know. I think I read like a couple of them like when I was there at first and back then when I first found them, but I don't know. Yeah, I found one of the volumes and I have it in my collection now as one of my books. But yeah, I read a story called The Curfew, which is about like a mother just waiting for her daughter to get home, and she's like, and her daughter is just a little late after curfew, and then she's thinking about how she herself as a teenager broke curfew, you know, and it was really cool. I don't know. I read another story about a girl like describing when she was young and getting cool glasses and thinking that like that would like impress one of a friend that she wanted to be, another girl she wanted to be friends with. I don't know. I guess I'm just going on describing every freaking short story. It's better if it's better. I don't know. It's weird describing short stories because it's like you could just like give the whole plot away by just like talking about it for just like 2 to 3 sentences, right? I don't know. If you talk about it for just more than 5 seconds, you just give the whole story away. But I don't know. Yeah. I also have another book of I think they're short stories. They're like, it's kind of like, it's weird, I don't know. There's this writer for The Office called BJ Novak, right? And also, yeah, he played Ryan in that show, and like he has his own like book called One More Thing. Yeah, and it's a whole like big collection of stories. And yeah, and I got it at a bookstore, and yeah, and like one of them is yeah, there's a few of them. The very first story in it is really good, man. I don't know, obviously since like he writes comedy, like it would follow that freaking the stories he would write would be really funny. There's a really freaking good story in there. The very first one, when you open the book up, called The Rematch. And and the idea is basically, what if the tortoise and the hare from the fable had a rematch? You know, the whole friggin' like slow and steady wins the race. How the tortoise won, well, because the friggin' hare was lacking, right? And was like too friggin' like, I can win. I can just take a nap and friggin' still win. And then the tortoise beat him, right? And I don't know. I guess I don't know. Does it make sense freaking being like, you spoiled the story? I don't know. Just the whole concept of it is like, what if they had a rematch? What would, like going through the perspective of like, what would how would the hare feel about freaking losing to the tortoise? And like, they finally freaking have another race. And then in this, and in this one, the hare is like, I am not freaking messing around. I'm not losing to this freaking tortoise ever again. It's really funny. There's another really good story about frickin' imagining like Chris Hansen at a Justin Bieber concert. And like this book, the book was written in 2014, so I guess you would have to put yourself in like the year 2014. So like Chris Hansen having a teenage daughter, and his teenage daughter in 2014 being like, I want to go see Justin Bieber, and then Chris Hansen's like, I can't freaking go because like, look man, I'm gonna be freaking with you, and I'm gonna be freaking looking at Justin Bieber, and like, what are people gonna think then? It's like, I'm on a show called To Catch a Predator. I mean, like, what, like, and like, who's at Justin Bieber concerts? Freaking tween to teen girls. It's like, what, like, it's so good, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's nice. It's just nice. I don't know. I guess the overall message is, you know, I feel like you should try to find freaking more short story collections. I feel like the art form of the short story, I don't know. I don't think people like, I don't know. I feel like not many people, like on Twitter at least, like talk about short stories as much. They don't talk about like, oh, I love this short story, you know? I don't know. I just like the form, man. It's the form I started it in, okay? You know, I appreciate it. I really do enjoy freaking good short stories, man. Like certain types of short stories. I don't know. Oh man, any other ones that I've freaking read that were really cool, you know? I read, yeah, in that middle grade short story collection I found, it's called Flying Lessons, and the first short story is by Matt De La Pena, who wrote Mexican White Boy, and who wrote Ball Don't Lie, as his two most like well-known books. Oh god, I think he also had a picture book, yeah, called like Last Stop on Market Street. I actually like flipped through it. I actually did quote read it because that was also in my community college library. So yeah. Basically he wrote a short story about freaking like, that is also like entirely in second person, about like an 8th grader who goes to a gym for the first time, and funnily enough, that gym, yeah, like Matt De La Pena like went to college at SDSU. He got his MFA in creative writing at SDSU. So like I think Mexican White Boy takes place in San Diego, and this short story takes place in San Diego. So he talks about like a gym that's like actually like a real gym. So like the story is about an 8th grader who's about to enter high school, and like him like trying to earn the respect of frickin' the hoopers at a gym he decides to start going to. Like at first they wouldn't let him play any games, and then he has to prove that frickin' he can hang, right? Yeah. It's cool, man. I don't know. Those are some of the short stories I've read. Yeah, I haven't gotten to all of them. I got to there's another book of short stories was like If You See Me, Don't Say Hi. Yeah, I don't know. I could find the author, but yeah, I don't know. I'll put it up on screen. But you know, I read a couple stories about in that collection. Like one was about freaking a young gay man who is having like this like tryst, if you say, with an older married freaking man who has a wife. And then another one was about, and then another short story was about like this woman who like is kind of like extremely vapid, right? Who like thinks about sex, or like is very like sexual with her comments, like going to like a birthday party or something. Yeah, working out her trauma. Yeah, she ends up with freaking her best friend's boyfriend for some reason. I don't know. I'm just spoiling all these stories, but I don't know. Like if the descriptions sound interesting, you should probably go read them. Like this is just like me basically like explaining like my overall taste in short stories, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, I think like mostly if I see that it's a short story collection when I'm browsing books, I'm way more inclined to get one. So yeah, I like it. I have a good amount of freaking short story collections in my personal collection of books. So yeah, I'm always freaking willing to get more. Yeah. So the book I'm reading now is called Look Both Ways. Yeah. And I also read, Jason Reynolds wrote a book called Look Both Ways about freaking, walking home from school, And then, yeah, this one is about freaking Teeter. Yeah, the one I'm reading now. It's the author is Allison Cherry, and yeah, it came out in 2016. So I don't know. I guess I'm considering it kind of like a throwback freaking young adult book. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, basically it's about like this girl whose family are all freaking into theater, are all in theater as a career, right? And like she's also in it, but like she kind of doesn't feel like she fits in with her family, she doesn't feel like, yeah, and she goes to this freaking camp that is supposed to help improve her as an actor and a performer. So yeah, and this is just about freaking her experiences there. And I guess I won't spoil freaking too much of it because I'm still reading it, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Yeah, I'm really freaking enjoying it so far. I don't know. If I do another freaking top 10 list at the end of the year, it will probably be up there. I guess that's the most I can say about it now. Yeah. Another thing that'll be in the top 10 list, of another top 10 list of favorite anime I've watched. Girls Band Cry. I mentioned it last episode, but just in like the terms of just watch this. I don't know. Should I talk more about it? It's about freaking girls in a band, man. It's about a girl who freaking moves to Tokyo and freaking gets in a band, and then freaking it's just great, man. I don't know. I guess I could talk about like the other freaking tangentially like related things about it. It's just like I mentioned, last episode, how freaking it's not on any freaking streaming service in the West, right? It's like on some sort of streaming service in Japan, maybe, but it's like, I don't know. I just find it like really fascinating and like really inspiring, really nice, that it's a show that managed to friggin' get like the amount of popularity it did, especially among Reddit, Like it's a show that like where like the average like comments on Reddit, like the threads of the episodes, if you go on the anime subreddit, were like 200, 300 like every episode, and that's kind of on the high end for anime discussion on Reddit. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I just found it really cool that like this show, like the major theme of it is like going against the grain and like forging your own path and like not not like giving in to freaking whatever like corporate freaking thing, not bowing down to freaking corporations or like systems and systems of power in general, like education wise, it's like, I don't know, it's just a really nice freaking series. It's like truly like you just don't see anime like that in general, right? It's like Nana, I feel like it has a little bit of it, but like, I don't know, you just do not see anime with like a strong like counter-cultural message. Like you don't see, like I'm trying to think of like any other like anime where it's like it has a very strong message of freaking, I don't know, being counterculture in general, going against the grain, like, I don't know, it's just really freaking cool. And it doesn't, and it's totally, I don't know. It's just great. I don't know. Is there anything else I can say about it without spoiling the entire thing? The characters are great. The writing is great. It's like the characters have such a great comedic dynamic. There's such good freaking drama in it. There's such good music in it. The animation, once you get used to freaking it being 3D, the performances look amazing. You know, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just such a freaking, I don't know. It really is just the anime of the year. I don't know. I just don't think any other show I watch anime wise could friggin' match up to it. I don't know. Like it clearly is the friggin' probably gonna be the best anime released in the year 2024. So yeah. Oh man. Anything else I have to talk about, man? Any other thing? What's a thing? I talked about friggin' Nathan's hot dogs last time. Oh man. Oh man. Anything else, man? Anything else I want? Oh. Do I not have another pickaxe? I do not. I literally do not. Jesus. Okay. I can, like, make one? Do I have iron? I'll just make a stone one? I don't know. Oh, God. I guess I'll go back. I haven't really been playing the game. I've been playing the game less than freaking last episode, man. God damn. This is why it dropped out of the race, man. This is why it dropped out. Oh, man. Oh, God. Yeah, in terms of non-anime things, there's a new Big Brother season, yeah. I didn't talk about the last Big Brother season. If you want a brief description of the last Big Brother season, the first half was, like, really great, and then, the second half was, terrible. Like, it just had the worst freaking winner game-wise that, you know, like, the winner of the 25th season of Big Brother got evicted in, like, week 3, and then came back due to a freaking power that he didn't even get. He didn't even get it himself. He was saved by a power that wasn't even freaking his from eviction, and then freaking ended up winning the game. But anyway, I don't know. There's 2 Filipinos on the season, yeah. Well, 1 Filipino now, but I don't know. It's cool. I guess, you know, yeah, just a cool, fun thing to mention. I haven't been following the feeds. Yeah, I usually follow the feeds, but I don't know. I guess I've just been laying off. But it has been like 10 years, yeah, since I first started watching Big Brother, I guess. I don't know, it's just a yearly friggin' thing. Like, I guess it's easier for me to follow because it is just only friggin' like 3 months. But like, a lot of people just follow the feeds friggin' 24/7 and have friggin' full-time jobs too. But there's other people who are like, it's their jobs, yeah. Rob has a podcast, has a YouTube channel that friggin' I watch that like covers those shows. Oh God, come! Why is a zombie? How did you get in here? How did you get in here, man? Please. Okay. Just keep. Okay, there you go. You're kind of bringing the freaking mood down, man. Come on. Please. There you go. Oh man. Yeah, I've been following Big Brother for like 10 years now. Yeah, I first started watching BB16 because I was following Ariana Grande at the time, and then Frankie Grande, her brother, tweeted about it. Yeah, I was following Ariana Grande on Twitter, and her brother Frankie tweeted about it, and then yeah, or no, her brother, yeah, and then she tweeted about her brother Frankie being on it. Yeah, there you go. That's the order of it. Yeah, and then that's how I started watching it. Yeah, and then like. Yeah, I didn't start watching the feeds of the show, the live feeds of the season until like season, yeah, the next season, 17, right? Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I'll follow it eventually, man. I don't know. It seems to be a fun season, man. Yeah, there was a really exciting week 1 of it, I guess, if I don't want to spoil anything. God, anything else that is interesting to frickin' just discuss? Man, I have a lot of iron here. Yeah, I have played this game, but I don't know. Yeah, I think the Xbox 360 store might be defunct already. Yeah, because I tried to like purchase something. I tried to just view the page. Like, I think the store is still displays games, but in terms of like being able to purchase things on the store, I think you can't. Yeah, it probably is just limited. You probably can't do that anymore. I tried to buy a skin pack earlier, and it just wouldn't let me. So, you know, look, I got enough, you know, I don't know. I really did just spend way too much on frickin' video games, man, that I probably will not play for a really long time, but I guess it's the same thing. I think it's just the same philosophy with books, you know. It's like, it could be years until you read them, and then frickin', you know, eventually. You just have to find the right time, you know. There's a tweet about it. There's like something about that related to that, where it's like maybe like, yeah, books find the right time for you to read them or something. Yeah, speaking of which, well, not books, but you know, Twitter. Speaking of reading tweets, man, should I get to the Twitter segment already? It will be better because, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this thing where I just like view frickin' what I've liked. Yeah, I have compiled a few, so yeah, I guess I'll get to that. Yeah, so I guess I will get to this Twitter segment right now if I do not have any last minute things. Yeah. Oh, music I've been listening to? Oh god, yeah, what have I been, yeah, any new things? Third Eye Blind I've been really into. I talked about that before, yeah. Oh yeah, the new Justice album. Yeah, there's a new Justice album released this year. The song Never Ender featuring Tame Impala. Yeah, I was thinking that, like, yeah, I don't think I would listen to Tame Impala otherwise, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's a really good freaking song, man, yeah. Man, it's really, I think it probably is one of the best albums, yeah, from what I've listened to so far, you know, I don't know. But it is kind of just like too, like, yeah, a criticism of it that other people have said on Twitter is that, like, it just feels too produced, right? It kind of does, I don't know. Like, I miss, like, you know, if you go back and listen to their first album, Cross, in, like, 07, it's like, I really do like the freaking, just, like, the element of it, where it was, like, it feels like it was made just by two people in a bedroom, you know? But I don't know. Otherwise, it's a really good freaking album so far from what I've listened to. And I've also listened to, yeah, the new Local Natives album that released, like, in April. The second, like, half part, or, like, you know, to Time Will Wait for No One, which is called, yeah, But I'll Wait for You. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot slower, but yeah, I don't know. It's pretty good, but I don't know. I think it's just like the songs are a lot slower and moodier this time. Like even more so than Time Will Wait for No One. And yeah, it's kind of like a change, you know? Like I kind of, yeah, I guess like one thing I have with it is that like I kind of miss like their more energetic freaking tracks, but I don't know. from what Local Natives like do usually, it is like a good freaking album. So man, anything else? Yeah, I guess that's basically a couple things I've been listening to. So yeah, okay, I guess I will head on to the Twitter segment now. So here you go. Okay, so these are just tweets in the recent frickin' days/weeks that I have frickin' liked. Yeah, basically. Because I don't know, it's just hard finding ones directly from the timeline. It's just hard, man. I don't know. It's, you know, it's just hard. But hopefully things will get better on that front. I don't know. Maybe I should just, like, intentionally try to frickin' make it better by frickin' canceling out certain words. But I don't know. Anyways, someone tweeted, bring back PRS Cargo to commentate the Olympics. And that's friggin', yeah, a picture of friggin' PRS Cargo. Yeah, Keenan Thompson. Oh, that was a fun segment, man. Man, on friggin' all that. But I don't know if you can friggin' praise anything made by a certain person on Nickelodeon. I don't know. I hate Zuko's redemption arc because it's really good, but everyone who talks about it or tries to replicate do not understand why. They'll make a character with childhood trauma and think that them healing from that trauma, usually through friendship or a love interest, will. Oh man, I don't know. This really could extend to just like anything The Last Airbender related in general, right? It's just the whole problem of Avatar just being such a freaking great, amazing freaking thing that like a lot of people are inspired by it, but it's like, yeah, just do not fully understand like what makes it actually great. I don't know. It's just too much. It's like you know, I want to make a fantasy that can be serious too and have like dark freaking moments where it's like, I don't know. It's just too much, man. I don't know. I had somewhat of a blog post on it. Yeah, just basically being like, Avatar is a kid show, right? It's like, you know, it's also a kid show, right? I don't know. Oh man. Bomani Jones tweeted, "Hey, this just dawned on me, and I'm gonna put this out there because it might save a career. There's a song Jay-Z and Kanye did back when they were cool that someone will think will be perfect to play during the Paris Olympics at some point. And I'm telling you, don't do it." Yeah, this made me want to tweet something similar, but yeah, all I just said was like, I'm listening to some songs about Paris for the Olympics. Yeah, the one by Friendly Fires. That's also a good song. Did I talk about Friendly Fires? Oh, I did not talk about them in the music thing. Well, in the section I was talking about music, yeah. Friendly Fires, yeah. I talked about their second album, but I recently got their first album. Well, recently. I got it back in like April, like early May. And like, yeah, Jump in the Pool, friggin' Paris, yeah, Skeleton Boy, just like perfect frickin' like indie pop, frickin' dancey indie pop, you know, the exact kind of music I'm into that people just do not do anymore. I think YouTubers should do another Draw My Life challenge because in hindsight, doing a Draw My Life at 23 is effing hilarious. Oh man, remember Draw My Life, remember that as a trend. Man, I don't know. Oh man. I was thinking about this. Yeah, there was I remember there being a specific YouTube channel. I searched up Draw My Life once when I was like 13 or 14, and then like I think what came up was like a channel that had Draw My Lives for frickin' certain people, but like it obviously wasn't, you know, by the person. So like there was an Ariana Grande Draw My Life, and it was just someone impersonating Ariana Grande's voice. And then there was a Draw My Life about Kim Jong-un, and it was just someone imitating Kim Jong-un's voice. I don't know. It's a weird memory I have, but I don't know. Are there any memorable Draw My Life moments? I remember freaking Anthony Padilla's Draw My Life, and then him like drawing how freaking he met his then fiance. I don't know. Oh man, there's a Publishers Weekly freaking article that I did not read, but the title is just "Why don't straight men read novels?" And then someone quote tweeted, anecdotally, it's because straight men are obsessed with learning stuff. Am I? I mean, not as much as I should. I don't know. They're incapable of getting enough. Every guy I know is always like, I'm teary pilled. I'm history pilled. I love podcasts, and novels are about marinating in your feelings and consciousness for a while. Yeah, it really is a thing that, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it's talking about, I don't know. I don't want to be too judgy, but it's like, I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to think about, like, I don't know. I think like I go on Instagram and like I see, you know, people my age who I freaking personally, you know, went to high school with, and it's like, I don't know, I just don't, you know, like men, I'm talking specifically about men, like my age that I went to high school with, and it's like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm in such a freaking like minority in terms of just like reading freaking novels and like this types of stuff I read. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want to bring this up, this freaking somewhat complex I have about, like, am I that weird for, like, you know, reading freaking young adult books as, like, in terms of my demographic? I don't know. There already was that whole post about freaking there needs to be more middle grade and young adult books. There needs to be more young adult books that appeal to teen boys, right? And it's like, I don't know. It's like, look, again, I did not have that problem because I was just reading Morgan Matson books. I just went directly to freaking reading Becky Albertalli at 16. I was like, shouldn't everyone do that? Shouldn't everyone just freaking read books that are good, read stories that are good? But I don't know. I know that freaking it can be a challenge for a lot of people to quote relate, but I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. Too much, man. Seeing a man shoot a basketball will tell you everything you need to know about him. I don't know, just funny thing, man. I don't know, man. I mean, in terms of like me talking about, I do practice that. But I don't know. I feel like my shooting form is a bit off. I don't know. There was this streamer, Hassan, who freaking had, whose video came up in my YouTube feed where like he was shooting like as many 3-pointers as he could or something. He tried to shoot 1,000 3-pointers, right? And I was like watching it on mute, and I'm like, damn, that form is freaking, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to get the form right on my shot, but I don't know. It's hard, man. I haven't really watched anything on it. I haven't freaking started shooting. I feel like I started shooting a basketball at freaking 19 years old, or like at 20 years old. Yeah, specifically 20 years old. So like I'm on like year 3.5 of freaking trying to freaking, you know, be semi decent at basketball. Like I just don't want to be like you've never picked up a basketball before level of bad. Okay, as long as I'm like you kind of suck level, I'm fine. But I don't want to be like you have literally never picked up a basketball before. What are you doing? I want to be better than that. So yeah, that's my goal. Other than just like, you know, doing something for exercise that isn't freaking insufferable, you know. I told y'all I made my first white friend this year. I was telling her a story and she stopped me and said, I've been waiting to ask for weeks, but what does mind you mean? Oh god, man. Oh god. Baby, I'd vote for Junior from my wife and kids before I vote for Trump. Oh man. I am so tired of having to figure out what's for dinner. I hate meal planning. I had no idea that being an adult was endless meal planning. What is up with the meal planning thing, man? What is up with just the meal planning thing of just like, I don't know, like the whole subreddit meal prep Sunday and like the, I don't know, man. I don't understand. I don't know. I guess it takes a specific person, but like it takes time to freaking do that, man. Like I don't know. Like I'd rather just be spontaneous with what I would want to eat for lunch, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't do it, man. I can't freaking do that, man. I don't know. Maybe it's like if I work a freaking job that requires me to do it, you know. If I work a job where freaking eating lunch would be recommended, yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I just don't see myself freaking being the meal prep person where I get the freaking specific freaking plastic trays, you know, and lay out, okay, this is gonna be the freaking chicken, this is gonna be the vegetables. It's like, I don't know. It's just too boring, man. Like, I'm not that type of person, man. I'm a discovery writer, okay? Like, I need the freaking, I need like, you know, surprise, man. I need freaking, you know, spontaneity, man. Come on, where the hell is it with meal prep? Old folks used to say, if it ain't one thing, it's another, and man, they weren't lying. Oh man, oh, it really, yeah, just a lot of things, man. A lot of freaking things. I can't explain it properly, but I hate being in a group setting where one of the people is like rude and mean, but everyone just accepts it as their stick or something. It's more, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It happens. I would assume it's a real life thing, but I don't know. I just mostly, for me, this makes me just think of like a TV show or something where it's like one person is just the mean one, you know. I don't know. I mean, if they're rude and mean without being funny, that's kind of one thing, you know. But usually it's like there's with groups, like there's a reason they keep people like that, man. Usually, I don't know. Oh man. Owl City had absolutely no business bodying fireflies like that. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, yeah. It's a good. I mean, it's a good song, man. I don't know. Yeah, like most people are like, yeah. Most people who aren't fans of friggin' that song are like, yeah, they just copied the Postal Service. But I don't know. The Fireflies is a freaking good song, man. Like that's a really good song. Just saying. I will defend that freaking song as like an indie pop whatever defender. Okay, I guess. Man, those are like more tweets than I've freaking had like in several freaking episodes with a Twitter segment. I don't know. See, it just like if I just like tweets that I just find on the timeline, it just works out, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, should that be the end of the Twitter segment? Anything else last minute I want to get to? Maybe should I just make it a thing from here on out that like every episode until freaking like the playoffs next year, I'm just like, Joel Embiid, man, the pressure is on you. You need to freaking deliver, man. Having Paul George on your team, man, I don't know. Look, man, like I know that freaking the Celtics are probably gonna be favored fully healthy against the Sixers fully healthy right now, but it's like, I don't know, man. There's a little part of me where it's like, you know, it's been like certain players' freaking year to break through 2023 was Jokic. Well, yeah, 2021 was Giannis. 23 was Jokic. 24 has been Jason Tatum in like the Celtics, but like, I don't know. It could be Embiid's year, man. It could be, but I don't know. That would also have to mean that it's Paul George's year. I don't know. Like, that's the other thing when like James Harden was on the Sixers. I'm like, okay, Joel Embiid and James Harden at the same time are gonna win a championship. I don't know. It's also, yeah, did I get to everything that I was freaking annoyed by with the whole, like, backlash, or just, like, the, you know, quote, haters / memers on freaking the Celtics and Jason Tatum? Just, like, I don't know. It's just weird, like, the primary, yeah, I've been thinking about it. The primary lens that most basketball fans want to see a basketball team be good in the NBA is by freaking having a definitive freaking superstar, freaking, or like two superstars lead the way, and then everyone else is a role player. But it's like, but that's the thing, it's like the Celtics don't work like that. The Celtics do have a superstar in Jason Tatum. He is a superstar, but like their pieces just fit together and complement each other perfectly. It was similar to the Denver Nuggets, where freaking you have Jokic is like the out and out freaking star, but freaking Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray showed in that playoff run that they played their roles so perfectly. And, you know, Michael Porter Jr. didn't have a good shooting series in the finals, but, like, you know, during the Lakers series this past season, current freaking playoffs, he freaking, like, showed his worth. And then, you know, like, Christian Brown had moments in the finals last year. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand not freaking thinking that team is freaking fun to watch. Like, I don't know, like, watching Drew Holiday and Al Horford execute their roles, and freaking watching Peyton Pritchard hit a freaking half-court shot. Did I talk about that when I talked about the championship? Like, watching Peyton Pritchard freaking, like, throw up half-court heaves because that's what he does, you know? I don't know, like, I just find it, like, nice, you know? I just like that freaking... I don't know. It's just weird, like, being penalized because, like, they don't have the guy. That was why freaking Nick Wrong decided to freaking not pick them. It's like, Dallas is gonna win the championship, you know, despite Luka being just horrid defensively, despite freaking Kyrie not being able to get over freaking playing in Boston. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Like, why? Like, why does it break most basketball / NBA fans like conventional perception of like fun to watch, you know, when it's a team like the Celtics? Like, why are the Celtics not a fun team to watch? Why are the Nuggets not a fun team to watch? Like, why is it not fun to watch a team where like a superstar doesn't have to freaking put up 30 points a game for them to win? Why is that not fun? Like, why? Like I don't know, man. Like, why? Like honestly, like I would like to challenge anyone who might think like this. It's like, why isn't it fun? Like, why isn't it fun freaking watching freaking other people step up, you know, like, and not having one person absolutely dominate the game? It's like, why? Like, honestly, like, why? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess it is due to just basketball being a very individual sport, right? Like, you probably don't have this issue in soccer, right? Like, in I don't know. Like, do people take issue with, like, you know, but it's different in soccer because, like, assists, like, mean so much more, right? Same thing in hockey. It's not, but in basketball, you know, it's like, if Jason Tatum doesn't put up freaking 30 points on efficient field goal percentage, he's not a superstar. He's not eligible to be ranked top 5. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It really is just like, I don't know, especially like having an opinion where you would rank Anthony Edwards above him, you know, just due to aura and stuff. Like, I don't know. If you haven't freaking noticed, I am getting a little tired of this freaking word, you know? I'm getting tired of it in relation to Anthony Edwards. I'm like, enough, man. Enough. That was also another thing. There was another freaking clip where it's like, you know, Tatum lacks aura. That's why freaking people think Anthony Edwards is better than him. It's like, enough. Please. I am so tired, man. I'm so freaking tired of freaking hearing that word, seeing that word. Like, please, man. In the context of basketball, I'm tired of seeing that freaking word in the context of NBA discussion. It's like, please, my God, dude. I don't know. Anyways, it's like, I don't know. Like, I find a team like the Celtics fun to watch. I found the Nuggets fun to watch. Like, I don't know. Like, the same people of, like, being like, Jokic is a boring player. It's like, have you freaking seen Jokic play? What? The amount of, like, the passes he can do, like, that game 5 he had against the Timberwolves, that wasn't fun to watch? Like, what? He's a boring player? I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. Just that. I guess that's just my NBA rant for today. Oh man, but is Kamala Brat though? Is she? I mean, like, I don't know, man. It depends on who she picks for her vice president, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's just say that friggin', like, look, man, the vice president pick will have a advantage, you know, if, you know, depending on, like, if they can answer a question about couches, you know. Oh, man. Anyways, I don't know. I am wondering, I mean, yeah, I mean, this whole Project 2025 stuff, man. Hopefully, frickin', we won't have to worry about that. But anyways, I don't know. One last tweet, I guess, that I have in my likes. Relax, you'll graduate, you'll get a job, you'll become an adult, you'll find someone who loves you, you have an entire life, things take time. What a message that I need to keep on reminding myself. Yeah, I mean, I kind of do need to keep on reminding myself that, you know, from time to time. Yeah, like, things take time. Look, man, it took time to friggin' reach 100 episodes, I don't know. I mean, hopefully I'm gonna reach this by, like, what, September, at least? Yeah, probably, like, hopefully by October. I don't know. Maybe I can just, like, maybe if I, like, record, like, 96 through 8 or 9, frickin' within the next month, I can just frickin' chill and just, like, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna finish Life is Strange. I might just frickin' record other games, hopefully. So, yeah, anyways. I think that is probably frickin' it for this episode. Any last minute frickin' tweets that I want to frickin' get to? I understand there may be some political obstacles to reconstituting Yugoslavia, but the basketball upside would be tremendous. Cutting someone in a Boy Genius shirt. Cutting to someone in a Boy Genius shirt during the U.S. women's national team soccer game. Likely place for them to be. They would be into the freaking women, I guess, yeah. Oh, man. Derek Chisora had a win against freaking Joe Joyce. He's still fighting at age, like, 41, 2, 3. Oh, man. And then freaking Clarissa Shields moved up to heavyweight, of all things. And she, I think, became a belt holder, or, like, became, like, a champion in that division. But, like, the heavyweight division in women's boxing is, like there are, like, extremely few people who are fighting in that division. I don't know. Yeah, I guess, like, yeah, to reiterate a tweet I had, yeah. Like, it's interesting seeing Clarissa Shields' career and, like, how much she's accomplished. Like, you cannot deny that freaking she is, like, an all-time great boxer. But it is kind of the same issue that, like, Roy Jones kind of had in the 90s, where it's like, look, man, we're seeing you dominating, like, all of these fighters, but, like, could you really say there's like competition that could even, like, match her, right? I don't know. Yeah, I said in the tweet that, like, it'd be interesting if there was a world where she was at, like, 140, like 147, like, yeah, whatever the weight class that Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano are in, whatever that weight class is, or even, like, Alicia Baumgartner, right? It would be interesting to see, but I don't know. I think, like, the Alicia Baumgartner, yeah, she might be at a weight class that Clarissa Shields has been in before, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, you can't deny, like, Clarissa Shields being a talent, but yeah, I don't know. It's the thing that, like, but she can't really be blamed for there being not much competition, though. She can't really. I don't know. Like, what has been her toughest fight? She's only had, like, 16, 17, or 18, like, fights. She's definitely had under 20 fights. Yeah. Like, Savannah Marshall, I think. I remember watching that. That was, like, the one where, like, all of the card were women boxers, right? I don't know. Anyways, I guess it'd be interesting to see people talk about Clarissa Shields and her legacy in the future if I see tweets like that. Oh, man. Yeah, anything else? Friggin', just as I try to wrap this up, and please end this. I'm in an uncomfortable stage of my life where my old self is gone, but my new self isn't fully born yet. I'm in midst of transformation. My likes are full of stuff like this now. Would you date you? Would you think I'm who do you think I'm laid up with every night? Oh, man. Terrence Crawford is gonna fight someone. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably not gonna matter that much. He's probably gonna win. Yeah, Inoue though. Yeah, Inoue freaking like got another win, right? And like Inoue just like, yeah, Nuya Inoue just like, I don't know, just absolutely freaking dominant. Like in his like, yeah, like 135, like I don't know. It really is just like maybe Gervonta Davis and Inoue can fight someday. That would be a cool, interesting fight. Similar to how tennis has different surfaces, swimming should have different liquids. Chowder, Greek yogurt, oh man, sunblock, oh god, swimming in different liquids. What if they just like what if they just dye the pool different colors? Yeah, like what if it's like molasses swimming? Oh my god. And also like why is there freaking thunder sounding? Oh yeah, I guess I should sleep. Oh man. Anyways, it's been over an hour, definitely. Yeah, it's longer than the last episode. Oh man, I'm sure I will get to friggin' part 100. I'm sure I missed a bunch that I'll talk about later. Yeah. Anything else? No, I guess I'm good, man. Okay. But I just keep on like one more tweet. Oh, now my freaking Twitter feed wants to be friggin' not horrible. All right. We're calling them weird instead of scary, and you can actually watch them wither in real time. It's amazing. This is, yeah, easy to think about, easy to figure out what this is about. I had a professor in undergrad whose area of expertise was modern European history, and one of the things he always emphasized with total seriousness is that you should always make fun of fascists, because the one thing that they absolutely cannot deal with is being laughed at. Oh man, really is that they're just I don't know. It's a good strategy, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, what is my 2025 gonna be like? The year I freaking turned 25, man. Oh my god, I can't honestly believe it, man. Yeah, I really am too old, man. I'm too old, man. I don't know. Like I don't know if Stampy just feels old at 33. Like I feel freaking ancient, man, trying to freaking play this game at freaking 20 freaking 3 years old, man. I don't know. It's just a good thing that freaking I talk about other things, I don't know if people have caught on that freaking this isn't an actual Minecraft Let's Play, but I don't know. Hopefully people will figure that out if they just like watch over a minute or two into each episode. So anyways, I guess that's basically it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you've gotten to the end, why have you gotten to the end? Please just skip around. Just like skip around and just like watch frickin' a bit at a time and see if it's interesting. And if you're interested, just like watch a little bit more. That's how you should always watch these. I might just like stick around on this version for longer. I don't know. I might go back to the Xbox One. Anyways, I don't know. Probably not going back to PC though. So yeah, we are not going back. Really good slogan, by the way. We're not going back. Okay, we are not going back to PC for the foreseeable future. So yeah, my 50th time trying to end this. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next episode.